Prince transformed the meaning of music creation. Every rhythm, every synth, every breath he recorded carried his signature. His sound was fearless, driven by instinct, precision, and emotion. What set him apart wasn't image or fame, it was how he built entire songs from imagination alone, turning rhythm and tone into emotion you could feel. In this story from 44 Audio, we explore the habits, experiments, and creative mindset that shaped Prince's songwriting, production techniques, and the sound design that still influences music today. Prince approached recording like architecture. His home studio in Minneapolis became a creative lab filled with guitars, cables, and machines that felt alive. He worked alone for long hours, building tracks layer by layer until the music seemed to breathe. He played nearly every instrument himself: guitar, bass, piano, drums, and the legendary Linn LM1 drum machine. But here's the secret. He didn't use it the standard way. Prince would fine-tune each drum hit by ear, adjusting pitch, swing, and timing until it matched the rhythm he felt in his head. That's why tracks like 1999 and When Doves Cry sound so human, even when built on machines. Every note carried purpose, every beat was personal. Prince could play more than 25 instruments and mastered nearly all of them. On his debut album, For You, he recorded and produced the entire project himself. Studio engineers couldn't believe it until he showed the track sheets. What makes this remarkable isn't just skill, it's commitment. He treated each instrument like a voice in the conversation. Sometimes he'd switch from drums to guitar in a single take, creating fluid transitions that no producer could ever replicate. He often left subtle imperfections in the mix: faint breaths, quiet squeaks, fingers sliding on strings. Those details gave his recordings human depth. He once said that songs should feel alive, not polished. That was the foundation of his creative process: authenticity over perfection. Prince managed every detail of his work. He arranged, recorded, mixed, and even designed the artwork for many albums. Control wasn't about pride, it was about truth and sound. During the Purple Rain sessions, he recorded entire songs live, then added overdubs while the tape still rolled. That's why Let's Go Crazy feels like you're standing inside the performance. And that famous spoken word intro, completely improvised. One take, no rehearsal, no plan, just energy captured in real time. He avoided computer perfect timing, preferring rhythms that reflected human movement. The result was a natural pulse that connected the listener to the player. That's why Prince's production techniques still feel vibrant decades later. They echo the imperfection of real emotion. Prince's studio setup was as inventive as his songwriting. He modified his guitars, rewired microphones, and changed the electronics inside drum machines to create tones no one had heard before. On Kiss, he removed the bass line completely and stripped the mix to its essentials: just rhythm, voice, and attitude. That single decision reshaped pop production. For When Doves Cry, he used the Linn LM1 and a single distorted guitar line, proving less could sound infinitely more. Sometimes he'd record vocals through a cheap Radio Shack microphone because he liked the texture. That microphone appears on songs that sold millions. Prince's studio innovation didn't rely on expensive gear. It relied on his ability to hear potential in everything around him. Prince's songwriting often began in silence. He'd hear full arrangements in his mind before touching an instrument. He'd hum melodies, bass lines, and harmonies into a handheld recorder. then build the track later exactly as he heard it internally. Many songs came from middle of the night ideas. He'd wake up, record a riff or a lyric, and return to sleep knowing the moment was captured. That's how When Doves Cry was born. The original version had a bass line, but he removed it at the last moment to create more space. That small decision changed modern pop. Prince didn't chase trends, he built new directions. His creative process was guided by instinct, not expectation. Prince's influence reached far beyond his own recordings. Artists like Beck, D'Angelo, The Weeknd, and St. Vincent have cited his sound design and production techniques as inspiration. He taught that control and freedom can coexist, that precision and emotion can share the same space. His catalog remains a lesson in how to blend innovation with soul. At 44 Audio, we explore stories like this because music connects more than ears. It connects time, memory, and movement. If you want to hear more about the artists and albums that shaped how we experience sound, visit 44audio.com. Explore the rhythm behind creativity and the heartbeat that still moves every listener. Because music is more than sound, it's a journey, a memory, a movement.